Hello, it's me, I am a nerd, and let's talk about Easter Rising. Easter Rising was a rebellion of Irishmen who wanted a free Ireland free from the British Republic. And there was a few factions within Ireland. You see, the first faction wanted complete unconditional independence from Great Britain. The second faction, they wanted to basically keep some relations with Britain, but mostly transition away from the British Empire. And then there were the people who wanted to keep being a traditional British Republic. But you had the Irish potato famine and all of the horrors it inflicted onto the world. The Irish potato famine was, to its name, a famine. But most of Europe experienced the famine caused by bacteria rotting the crops. So what was to happen? What was the next thing that was due? Well, my dear friends, the difference between Ireland and the rest of Europe was British mismanagement. I don't know what Britain teaches in their schools, but it was British mismanagement that caused the severity of the Irish potato famine. That stuff was crazy. You had people literally ambushing landlords out for blood because they were evicting residents. You had Irishmen committing crimes, hoping to be sent to Australia and to prison because they were so damn hungry. And all of it came down to Britain, basically. Britain wanting people to have independence from, they wanted to turn Ireland into a place that was growing other crops, and they called them lazy because they were starving. I'm sorry, but the Irish potato famine, it just makes me mad. Sorry if you had to hear that. But it was not all. But that famine was in the minds of many of the people fighting in the Easter Rising. And, well, fresh in their memories, they charged the post office. A man tried desperately to close the gates, but was gunned down. But people heard what was happening and worked desperately to close the gates, and eventually did. The Irish revolutionaries stormed the post office. But the thing was, the Great Britain thought that Ireland was waiting for a supplyment of German weapons, because you see, England and Germany were having this argument at the time around World War I and II, and Ireland used that to actually get weapons for their troops, but the weapons are never going to arrive because of extenuating circumstances. Sorry, I've got a very beautiful puppy I'm patting, but now you know a little bit about Easter Rising, and you know what? I do too, and I'm very happy we could have this conversation. If you want, you can check out my Patreon. I am a nerd 1905 at patreon.com. If you want me to leave in a link in the pinned comment, let me know, and thanks for watching. I really appreciate the watch hours. Thank you so much.